Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock, and this video today is going to be talking about my favorite event in the game for a free-to-play player. Now, I've touched on this before, and if I remember correctly, there were actually a few comments that didn't really agree with me, but I still stand by the fact that I think this is one of the best events for a free-to-play account. Now, it's these particular Deck of Fate events where you get gear from it. Now, why do I think that this is so valuable? Well, first of all, Slayer gear is relatively hard for free-to-play accounts to get. If you look at a Forge Pass for free-to-play, the last reward is the only place that you get the legendary crafting tools to build the 5 to 6 star level gear. And if you've ever crafted anything in this game, let's do just a random piece here. Actually, we'll do perception, and I want to try and see if I can get a good one. Let's go for a good piece of perception here. Not great. Honestly, I'm going to sell this piece, because on perception gear, I want speed, accuracy, survivability. I got a blue piece with attack percent and HP percent. I just don't think that that's one that is really going to make the cut for me, right? So you kind of have the same drawback when you're crafting as you do when you're farming gear, that you can get shit pieces. I don't really know how well that word is going to go over with monetization, but I'm going to learn very quickly here. But you can get bad pieces, right? So just as, and you have to filter through that stuff. If we were to look, I'm curious, I don't even know how much perception gear I really have on here. Here we go. Okay, that's not bad. Compared to my main account, that's not a lot. But in this event, this gear can be crap too, right? Like, this could be bad gear too. But you have a chance at epic and higher, and you don't have to worry about getting rares like I just did, even though I used charms that were supposed to give me a higher percentage of getting better pieces. I still got a blue. Not great. These are going to be epic pieces. Also, accessories can sometimes be... I feel like accessories are harder to be bad, almost. The reason I say that is, like, when I do a cleanse, the first thing I do is look at the main stat, right? So they're all going to be flat stats on the main stat. But then you want to have a percentage below that, right? If you have a HP ring, but no HP percent stats below it, that's going to be lower than if you had a flat HP ring with HP percent stats below it, right? This one is currently 6, so you'll see this, just as an example, right? They're both unleveled, they're both 6 star. This one gives me 285 HP. I would lose HP on this, right? Simply, and they're the exact same. They're both a flat stat of 600, but this one gives you 6% more, which would actually give me more HP, and this one would give me less HP. And the current ring I have on only has a flat stat HP substat. It's 16. These aren't apples to apples, but the point stands, right? So that's a factor. Also, keep in mind, when it comes to Slayer gear, what the bonuses are of Slayer gear. So, plus 5% crit rate for one piece. So, just think about that for a second and how powerful that is for a free-to-play. Let's take a look at some of my champions here. So, Rathalos is 100%. We've got 101% here, 101%, 99% right now on my seer. Who else do we have? 99% on Venomage. I think Kale is 101%. The point that I'm trying to make is that it can be difficult at times to get to that 100% mark. So you're telling me I have a chance to get the accessories, the rings, the necks, and the banners that can also give me extra crit rate. And if I get two of them, or combine two pieces of the set, I'm getting crit damage and even speed later on. So there's a lot of value here, right? Obviously, there's a Void Shard in here. There's a Legendary Tome. On higher level accounts, my main account has no interest in this gear. I just forged a ton of it during the last Clan v Clan. This isn't important to me on my main account, but on my free-to-play account, this gear is hard for me to get, and this is one of my favorite events in the game. Now, if you've been watching my account since the beginning, you'll also know that this account benefited me greatly with this Killstroke gear. So I got this piece right here from a event just like this, a Deck of Fates. Same with this piece. Any Killstroke gear you see on this account came from Deck of Fates. So let's just talk about that real quick and all the Killstroke gear that I got. Let me equip. So you'll see. And I want to point out, no chests, no gloves, no boots, because those probably rolled poor stats, poor main stats. So it's not a perfect system, but we had access to really good gear early on this account, like very early on, that greatly benefited us and was able to push us in a really strong direction early on that I had not experienced in Raid ever before. And I feel like even now, as developed as my account is, I still stand by the fact that this gear is good. And that this event is good. The other thing I love about it is that you get it from gaining accessories, so Dungeon Divers, and then you get it from upgrading accessories. I do want to look. Is there a points breakdown? Because I haven't. Okay. So upgrading accessories is the better way to get points, but I don't feel like you're at as much of a disadvantage here. There's a little bit of RNG, but a lot less if you're keeping good gear. So you get a chance to level up your gear and double dip and get more gear and potentially just level up that gear. So, and doing Dungeon Divers, you're gaining gear that way too, and potentially gaining experience if you're able to farm on certain stages. Yeah, I love this event. It is, and mainly because it was so good to me on this particular account. And that's only half of the gear that we got from it too. I think, what was the other set? Was it Divine Speed? Yeah. So Divine Speed was also a part of that. And you'll see right here, we had a really good shield drop and a really good weapon drop. These boots may have been from Arena, but if they were from the event, obviously they're really good. So I love this event. I'm excited for it. I am going to be spending all of my excess energy over the next couple days. No gems, saving for the fusion, but all my excess energy will be going into dungeons to farm gear, which is going to generate silver for me. And then I will likely try and level up some artifacts that I need. So basically, I'm probably going to build out Armanz's gear. really what I could do if I wanted to as well, because you do get points from doing campaign, provided a piece drops. So I could just do campaign. One moment, please. And level people up that way. Right, so I can level people up in campaign, and then I didn't get any points that time because I got shards. But if you do get a shield, which is silver, then you're also going to get resources for the event. That is not my recommended way to only farm. Oh man. They're gonna not give me any gear. I bet you next I'm gonna get a friggin' this dude. But there we go. Come on. Aha! So 14 points right there. Not a lot, right? I'm not saying that it's, but if you were leveling champions right now, you're also going to get points for a couple pulls. And I'm definitely not saying that you need to flip every single card here. That's not at all what I'm saying. But if you flip 5 or 6 and you get some gear, I think it's a really good deal. So, again, I mean, I could always be wrong. I understand that. But it's my favorite event, and it paid off for me in the past. I hope it'll pay off for you guys. And I really wanted to share about the event. I will be going for it. We've got 3 days to do this. I've got a ton of energy saved up. I can also set up RSL Helper to just run wherever. I would probably run with what I need on the account right now. I'm probably going to run Dragon because I could really use some more speed gear. I'm really slow on this account. I'm not a big fan of it. So I would love to get some decent speed gear on the account. So farming Dragon will be really beneficial for me. And that's probably what I'll be doing. But there is also, at least for the next 7 hours, 3 times Shadowkin accessory event. Now, that benefits me in 0 ways. I have almost no Shadowkin champions on this account, other than a couple of epic. Well, Toragi, I suppose, but I'm not really looking to farm those items, I should say. So, yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. This is my favorite event. I'm excited for it. And at the end of the 3 days, I'll be as patient as I can. At the end of the 3 days, I will open up all the cards that I have earned, and we'll see what kind of crazy good gear we get or don't get. So maybe I'll get proven wrong and I'll get a whole bunch of crap gear, but I'm excited about it. So anyways, that's the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.